There's obviously been a correction in the market recently, certainly the residential market, which has kind of put a bit of pressure on some of the consents that some of our clients have got. So, we're working very hard to have a look at what is perhaps more current, perhaps more on trend, and that is slightly more flexible living space. Certainly the idea about mixed use where it works so well is when you've got kind of office sort of fused with residential together, and you've kind of got you've got execs from the commercial office space buying in the residential. But also it's kind of how they use the amenity spaces and what's on the ground floor level as well. So an awful lot of these guys don't have time to kind of go back and cook, so they will put a huge value on what is going on the ground floor as well. A big trend we've seen recently is looking at some of the large resi-led schemes where you've got big flats, kind of probably set up to satisfy families in London. In fact, having another look at how we might be able to go back and replan those. So, that is assembling the right team, the right planning consultants, the QSs, to have a look at how we can be more relevant with some of that space. And pretty much every second call we take at the moment is from kind of service department, sort of C1 uses. So much more akin, I'd say, to boutique hotel style living. I think it's never been more important for anyone that has a scheme, whether it's consented or not, to make sure they are looking to deliver the most appropriate space. So for me, that is sometimes about taking a step back, making sure you've got the right team around it, making sure you've got early engagement from all the stakeholders, and actually really analysing what people want, how people want to live, how people want to work, and also how people want to socialise and eat, I guess. It's a massively important thing. We're doing an awful lot of work in that space. And kind of forecasting that quite often is, you're having to look 24 to even 36 months ahead. So it's important to have the right guys around that. But there's big changes coming up, and I think we're well placed to serve that.